God, you are every cell of my body. And going beyond the affirmation of that, the affirmation of that beautiful idea, to feel that God, Spirit, the infinite, all that is, every cell of my body. The magnitude of that, the infinitude of that, every cell of my body, God, Spirit, every bone, every limb, every organ. God, you are every part of me. Feel that. Feel the beauty and the power of that. And know and feel that even if something doesn't feel or be moving in the way that you desire, that God is, infinite intelligence it is in every cell, every fiber, every bone, every organ. God, the infinite intelligence. And looking out into your world, your home, the beauty that is God in everything you see, everything you do. If you see something or note that something is, you would desire something to be different or look different, no, and bless what is there. Bless that it is there. Know that the truth behind it all, God is. God is. You're looking at all the people, every person in your life. God, you are. Every person, feel that. Bless that. Those that you are close to, those that you understand, and those that you don't understand. God is. Spirit, the infinite all that is, each expressing each and every one. Feel the magnitude of that, the beauty of that. Blessing the experience of each person, each action in your life. God, you are every moment of my life. God is. Moving out into nature. Every creature, from a bee to the tallest tree, to the mountain, every star, our beautiful planet Earth. God, you are every atom, every particle, every bit. The soil beneath our feet. Bless God, Spirit in every footstep, under every footstep. The brilliance, the beauty of infinite intelligence. Every moment of my life, everything I see, everything I do. The infinite intelligence, the infinite love, the divine order and harmony. You may walk or drive past something in your neighborhood that doesn't appear harmonious. And know, God is present. God is there, the truth behind it all, always and ever present. The infinite all that is. And going beyond your family, your friends, all are God. People in the community, people in the country, people in the world. The happenings of life. That feeling that you feel about your beloved family. Feel and know that that is the truth of each and every person, each and every happening. Infinite intelligence, wisdom, divine order and harmony is the essence. It is. Feel the magnitude of that. God, you are. Affirming that to yourself, God. God, you are. God is. Every second of my life, everything I see, everything I do. Blessing that. However it appears. It is all God. Feel that to the very deep within. And look out. So you look at yourself in the mirror. Look at family and friends, neighbors. And bless and know God is. God, you are every moment of my life, everything I see, everything I do. You feel the energy and the vibration of that aligning with that truth. God, I am an expression of God, aligning with that truth that God sees and knows. It is all God. And if we feel that and remember that feeling and feel that as we go about our day, imagine our day ahead today and each day. God, you are in all that looks beautiful and wonderful and all that doesn't. Everything I see, everything I do. God, breathing that in and feeling that deep within, blessing all that you see and all that you do. It is all God. And so it is. Thank you. Thank you, everyone, for joining me in that guided meditation inspired by the song, God You Are, from Daniel Naywood. And we'll be hearing from him again later in the celebration here this morning. And to build on those ideas and that feeling, everything I see, everything I do, and the eternality, the continuity, the allness of God, Spirit. I'm going to talk more about that here in a moment. And again, thank you. Thank you for this opportunity to see everyone this morning and to be here with the wonderful Center for Spiritual Living Greater Pittsburgh. And as Reverend Marianne shared, I'm just finishing ministerial studies and powerful and profound journey indeed. And as I'm going through this, as I'm finishing with a couple more steps to go, I've had people ask, well, what's been the most helpful? What's been the most helpful that you've learned or you've experienced? And oh my goodness, along with a deep study of the ideas of Holmes and the philosophies that influenced him, and new perspectives and understanding of new thought and new tools, I've been inspired by the tools that help us practice this every day. The practical tools, like a song, like the song that we sang, God, You Are, songs like that, or the song that we sang in the beginning, Oh, Michael Gott, Love. Those are spiritual tools. Those are spiritual tools that can guide us into our spiritual practices each day, or to practice throughout the day. And I'm learning the power of that and the helpfulness, because no matter how long we study these ideas, we move through the experiences of life. And so tools like this to help us get back or stay on track, it's always practice, but wonderful practice as we evolve and enrich our understanding and evolve who we are. And another wonderful tool are stories. Oh my goodness, there's so many wonderful stories out there to enrich, to remind. And I'm going to start with a story here. And this is the story of the Golden Buddha. And I have a feeling that Linda knows this story, and perhaps others do too, the story of the Golden Buddha. It's a true story. And in 1957, an entire monastery in Thailand was being relocated by a group of monks. And there were many statues of Buddha throughout this magnificent monastery. And one of them was quite large and made of clay. And as the monks were going about the moving, one of them noticed that one of the largest statues, the statues that appeared to be made of clay, the monks noticed that it had a crack in it. This large statue of Buddha statue had a crack in it, and they were in the process of moving and did some closer investigation. And they noticed that as they looked closer and they looked within, they could see gold in there. There was gold in there. And so carefully, they chipped away, and so they could see it even better, and realized as they did this, that underneath this clay was a golden Buddha. All these hundreds of years, it had been there, the golden Buddha, underneath all that clay. And with further research and investigation, they realized that it was thought to be built around in the early 1400s. And in 1759, the Burmese army was invading Thailand. And the monks wanted to preserve this beautiful golden Buddha, so they covered it with clay. They covered it with clay, and over the centuries, it was forgotten that it had been a golden Buddha until it was rediscovered. So the Buddha remained safe through that experience of the invasion. And there it was, all those years later, it was discovered there was a golden Buddha underneath. And so it's a beautiful this story of the Golden Buddha, and you can go and see a picture of it online. You can go visit it. That would even be more wonderful, wouldn't it, to see the Golden Buddha? But that truth that is always there, that Golden Buddha was always there, and it reminds us that truth, that beauty that is always, always there, no matter what. And so that's what I'm talking about today, no matter what, the no matter whatness of God. That's another idea, one of those ideas to bring you back, the no matter whatness of God, for God, Spirit, the infinite all that is, whatever you love to call it, is always present, no matter what. And Ernest Holmes had a deep understanding of this, certainly, and he it enriched and deepened throughout his entire life. And he expressed that in many ways. And in one of those ways was one of the statements that we've heard many times in his in the beliefs, what we believe. And it's the first one. And Ernest Holmes wrote, We believe in God, the living spirit, almighty, one indestructible, absolute, and indestructible. No, I'll go back. One indestructible, absolute, and self-existent cause. This one manifests itself in and through all creation, but is not absorbed by its creation. It's a powerful idea, no matter what. Always. It is indestructible. It is not absorbed by its creation. Nothing overtakes it. It's always present, no matter what. The no matter whatness of God. And the song, going back to the song we sang today, that reminds me of that too. Everything I see, everything I do, everything I am is you. Everything I am is God. Everything above, everything below, everything I know is you, is God. Everything, everything, everything. And I will add to that song, everything, even when it does not appear to be so. Everything. And so that's a wonderful, as I said, a tool that we can go back to that song when maybe we're in the midst of something that, this reminder will help me. And I'm going to share an experience that I had recently that was a profound expression of this truth and the practice of this, the no matter whatness of God. And it involves technology, involves computers, something that we all use each day of our lives. And I had, it was time for a new laptop. So I was finishing up these studies, and one of them had stopped working, and my other laptop for home was not working very well. And so I knew we need to get a new laptop. So I took the laptops into to Best Buy, and bought a new laptop, and they were going to transfer the data. And the one computer, I had not been as good about backing up, and it had a lot of my schoolwork on it. So I turned them over and looked forward to picking the new computer up the next day. And later that day, I got a call from the technician, and he said, I'm sorry to tell you this, but the data is all gone on your first computer. I'm sorry. It's all gone. I can't get it to transfer over. And I thought, you had that moment, and I said, you know what? Can I talk to you again tomorrow about this? Let's just take a moment here, take a break, and I'm going to call you back about this, because I thought, I'm not going to accept this. I had that feeling of panic, but I thought, no, I'm not going to accept this. And so immediately, within moments, I contacted a practitioner, because I was doing treatment, but I was feeling anxious about it. So I thought, I'm going to contact a practitioner to do a treatment for me. And as I was communicating, this is really how it happened. As I was communicating with that practitioner, right in the midst of that, another call came in, and I could see that it was from Best Buy. I said, excuse me, I'm going to take this call. And it was the technician. He said, you know what? I got an idea about this new product that's out there for transferring data. We just put it on our shelves, and I decided to go and pull one of them out there and try it out. And he said, it's working. He said, I can see that the data is moving over from your old computer. He said, it didn't work before. I thought it was all gone. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And I said, you know what? I actually said this to him. I said, I was just praying about this. And he said, really? I mean, he found that very interesting. I was so excited that I wanted to share that. And so the next day, or 2 days later, I went back in and picked it up. I was so grateful. And I recognized what was happening there, the idea that the infinite intelligence that is God, all knowledge, is always everywhere. It is not lost. And so I wanted to share that, because, it's that application of these ideas, even when it does not appear to be so. And that my first reaction, that impulse reaction, was, it's lost, it's gone. No. Let's step back and know, even when it does not appear to be so, that God, Spirit, infinite intelligence is always present. And I want to share another wonderful source and an idea for you to explore further yourself inspiration of this idea of the ever-presentness of God. And this was from a book that we used in one of our ministerial classes. And it's a book called Tattoos on the Heart. Has anybody here read that book? Oh, put it at the top of your list. Tattoos on the Heart by Gregory Boyle. It's a New York Times bestseller. And Gregory Boyle is a Jesuit priest, and he's the founder of what is called Homeboy Industries. And it's the largest gang intervention and rehabilitation program in the world. And he went into, when he first started, into the Boyle Heights neighborhood of Los Angeles, the gang capital of the world, where many people will not set foot. And he went in there and he established this program to help gang members see the good in themselves and in other people and in life, and to guide them to see that and experience it. And Homeboy Industries is a program that was developed that provides work opportunities. And and it's going strong after 20 years. It's in the book, he shares these stories of these profound experiences. You will be uplifted, you will cry, you will be inspired. He's a Gregory Boyle, if you go on YouTube, he's a well-known speaker. He does, I think, 200, he speaks 200 times a year because he's magnificent. And it is the application, the seeing of this, the no matter whatness of God, no matter what. And there's some pretty, he experienced some pretty profound things with people, but he stayed with that. And he knows that, he practices it. And the book's been called a classic of contemporary spirituality. And I love that because it reminds us of the relevance of these ideas, the application, the transformative, and their lives were transformed. In fact, the idea, tattoos on the heart, came from one of the people that he worked with, who had a very difficult and challenging life, and was guided to learn and to understand the goodness of himself. And he told Father G, is what they call him, Father Greg, Father G. He told him that this is tattooed on my heart. He said, these ideas, I'm transformed, tattooed on the heart. And in the ministerial class that we took, where we studied this book, our teacher said, Father Gregory Boyle has encapsulated the heart of what it means to be a minister. So, it's whether for him or for any of us, seeing the good God you are. And in a quotation from him, from Father G, he said, I stand with felons, folks on the margin, and guide them in recognizing the God that we've settled for and the God that we actually have. I'm going to speak more about that in a moment. The God who is always greater than every situation, the God that is always there no matter what. And that idea that no matter whatness of God, there are a lot of good ideas in that book, for practicing this. And that's a very important point. He has a whole story about that, about the God that we settle for. And maybe we affirm and know that God is all there is, but there may be ideas in us and are settling for a situation and say, oh, that is how it is. We're settling for but no, the God that actually is, that is always greater than every situation, always and ever present, always greater than every situation. And that can inspire us to look at our own lives, what's happening close by and out in the world, in our country, in the world, on our planet, and to keep going back to that. And here again, it is that practice, because there are a lot of things that are happening, and we are so blessed with this understanding, with these ideas. And I'm inspired to think of Ernest Holmes, and he wrote the wonderful prayer for our country, and that knowing that no matter what, God, infinite intelligence, divine wisdom, order and harmony is present in every situation, in every person. And as we keep practicing and knowing that, it's that putting that into the collective consciousness, that knowing, and certainly for the immediate experiences in our lives, whether it's a computer or a car, and something that happens with a car, or a whole host of experiences of life, everyday life. And here again, Holmes, that's what he desired. He desired for these ideas to come off the pages and, be experienced in our lives. And so I'll affirm again, everything I see, everything I do, everything I am is you. Everything above, everything below, everything I know is you. Everything I know is God. Every second of my life. And even when we awake, I know that just before we step out of bed, even, I know everything I see, everything I do in this day, everything I am is an expression of God, Spirit, the infinite, all that is. And so I'll share a couple more words from Holmes before finishing here. And from the Science of Mind text, Holmes shares with us, we must realize that there is an intelligence within us that does know, that always knows. And this guidance is just as true in India as it is in America. It was just as true 10,000 years ago as it will be 10,000 years hence. And the way it works, the way this thing, love, good, God works, is because we contact universal laws which run through every age and race, and which answer every person, everyone, every age, every race, every country, every person, no matter what, the no matter whatness of God. And that's for us too, no matter what we've done or misunderstood, God, always present. And so I want to finish with you from 365, a beautiful affirmation. And you can see that mine is well used with all kinds of markers in it. And I know it's a wonderful and well-loved book by many. And this one is it's actually looking ahead from October 20th. I have limitless faith. And Holmes finishes with, I know that good is at the root of everything, regardless of its seeming absence. Since there is but one spirit, and this spirit is in me and in everything, then everywhere I go, I meet this spirit. I meet it in all people, in all places, and in all things. There is a divine essence permeating everything, flowing through everything, becoming all things. I have limitless faith in this unconquerable presence. This unconquerable presence, always, always present, no matter what. And so it is. Thank you. Thank you. And I think we're going to hear from Daniel Namewood again.
Okay, wait a minute. Okay, hold up.
while we're we're waiting for this song from Daniel Naywood, and I think we'll be hearing One Power, right?
Yeah, let me see. Hold up, Christy.
Okay.
Yeah, because I thought it. Okay, let me see. Hold on for a second here. Let's see. Okay.
One power.
You hear it now?
One power.
Did you hear it?
Yes.
Okay, great.
One power. One power. One power. One power. There's one power invisible, and you see it everywhere and every day. One power indescribable, and you speak of it with every word you say. Mysterious until you know the truth, as simple as the love inside of you. Call it God, call it Spirit, call it Jesus, call it Lord, call it Buddha, Baha'u'llah, angels' wings or heaven's door. But whatever name you give it, it's all one power, can't you see? It's the power of the love in you and me. One power, one power, one power, one power. We speak so many languages, different clothing, different colors, different names. The different is only dangerous when we forget that in the heart we're all the same. And we'll remember once we close our eyes to see that such distances were never meant to be. Call it God, call it Spirit, call it Jesus, call it Lord, call it Buddha, Baha'u'llah, Hashem or heaven's door. It's Muhammad, it's your mind, it's your soul, or it's your sign. It's the universe, it's music, Mother Earth or Father Time. But whatever name you give it, it's all one power, can't you see? Whatever name you give it, it's the very air we breathe. Oh, it's the power of the love in you and me. One power. Oh, one power. One power is what we are. One power. One power. It's the moment of creation. It's an everlasting peace. It's the freedom of forgiveness. It's the sweetness of release. It's the joy of inspiration. It's the sunshine on your face. It's the birthright of all nations. It's the boundlessness of space. It's the beauty of a baby, the serenity of sleep. It's the anger we abandon for its love that's most deep. It's one power. It's one power. What we are is one power.
Thank you so much, Christy, for that beautiful meditation and your lovely words, your beautiful message. It's so good to have you with us again. And so now it's time for our moment of silence. And so if you will gently close your eyes, if you're comfortable with that, and move to your heart center, where that one power is anchored within each and every one of us. Feel that presence, connect with that presence, embrace that presence, and allow it to flow out beyond the cells of your body, beyond your energy field, and out to our communities, blessing all of our friends and family, blessing all the workers who selflessly serve each and every community around the world. Send this power, this love, this light out to everywhere, everyone. And we know that this is possible because we are one. There is no separation.
Right.
Imagine it going out to all the children of the world. See their laughter and their joy. Send it out to the homeless, to those in need. Knowing that it is good. And that this one power is doing its work. We give thanks for this, and so it is.
Thank you so much, Bonnie. Oh, and Christy, thank you so much. Everything you said was wonderful, and you're glowing, your smile is so beautiful. Thank you. Thank you for being with us. So I'm going to share with you some of our announcements and then our abundance affirmations. So let me just say that today at 2:00 at the First United Methodist Church of Pittsburgh, there is a celebration of peace. It's an interfaith event, and Linda Bennett has more information on that if you'd like to join us today. And Thursdays and every Thursdays, our wonderful Will has a meditation. It's on Zoom. And again, Haley does a fabulous Project 369. That's on Zoom. Next one is October 10th. It's once a month, and it's powerful. So thank you, Haley, for that. And then our next in-person event is at the Salt of the Earth Cave. That's in McMurray, and it's so relaxing. It's so peaceful and relaxing. So please join us for that. Our next board meeting is on Tuesday, October 17th at 6:00, and then followed by our practitioner meeting at 7:00. Then we have our annual business meeting, and that is after the service on Sunday, October 22nd. And just a reminder, daylight savings time is November 5th. We're going to plan a trip to Phipps in November, and we have a Wednesday night treatment night in December, the first Wednesday. And what I want to share with you is that we have decided for our holiday Christmas celebration, we're going to the Grand Concourse. And so they do require a reservation. So please let me know if you want to go. I already started the list. So let me know for that. And then, we'll follow along with some other events in January. So, and we're looking at volunteer projects. We're always doing that. So thank you, everybody, for participating with us. This is our opportunity to practice the law of abundance, which is also called the law of circulation. We know that what we put out returns to us multiplied. So we give of our good, knowing that the indwelling presence is always with us, and this presence is prosperity and joy. We here at the Center for Spiritual Living Greater Pittsburgh tithe every month to local organizations such as Food Bank and Global Links and other world organizations. On our website, there is a giving page, and you can find the link there for PayPal. And during our break, we'll have the Venmo Q code. So let us together silently or with me say our abundance affirmation. Divine love as me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, and all that I circulate. And so it is. And now our beloved Kathy will do the closing treatment. Thank you, Kathy.
Hey, thank you, Reverend Mary Ann and everybody. Thank you, Christy. Made me think about some of Nancy and David's talks. It was excellent. Everybody sit back in your chairs. Close your eyes. Taking a deep breath. And appreciate the wonderful, healthy lungs that you have. The peace that's surrounding you wherever you are. The joy that is feeling around you. The health that is coursing through your veins. Let us know that the divine presence is present everywhere. The divine presence is in, through, and around each one of us. Each one of us is an individualization of this one divine spirit in our own unique way, and how we express life through this one divine spirit circulating through us, guiding us. And as is brought out this morning, this one divine spirit is not only within us, but it's within our things. As Christy's computer, she did not accept the idea that her data couldn't be transferred. And so that one divine spirit flowed through that idea and manifested, demonstrated exactly what she was asking for. So let us all know that divine truth, just like as with Christy in that moment, that divine spirit is within each one of us the same exact way. So whatever you are going through, know that this one divine spirit will flow through your idea and bring forth what you would like to see. And as Christy never accepted the idea that her data couldn't be transferred, she didn't allow that to fester in her consciousness. She gave the divine spirit a brand new idea, and that idea was the transfer goes forth effortlessly, and everything works perfectly. So that's how spirit works. That's exactly how spirit works. So knowing that that spirit was with her in that moment, that spirit is with you. Any moment, any second, no matter where you are, no matter what you're going through. The divine spirit is with you at all times, in all situations. Is, as one of my minister friends said, this principle is not bound by precedent. I forgot that term. That's a term I learned years ago from Nancy and David. So that computer was not bound. So there might be things in your life, don't let it be bound. This principle can't be bound. So as we continue moving forward in this life, in this day, let us know that this divine spirit is with us at all times. Let us know that this divine spirit is with, as Bonnie brought out, the homeless. People who don't have the luxuries that you have this morning. Let us know that the divine spirit is guiding them to have a perfect home, to have food, to have a warm bed, to have a shelter that will keep them away from the elements. Let us know that divine truth is bringing that forth for each one, no matter it's in Pittsburgh, no matter where they are across this globe. This one divine spirit is bringing forth the abundance that we notice there, and it's coming forth in many forms for those. So let us know as we continue on in our lives, confidently knowing that this one spirit is with us, guiding us and assisting us, no matter what we're going through. Let us know that it's all done. And so, and I say thank you, God, knowing it is all well in my life, in each one of our lives, and so it is. I'm having fun this morning, as you can see. Let me double check here. Let me go back. Okay.
Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be. With God as our Father, brothers all are we. Let me walk with my brother in perfect harmony.
Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now.
With every step I take, let this be my solemn vow. To take each moment and live each moment in bliss eternal. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be. With God as our Father, brothers all are we. Let me walk with my brother in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my solemn vow. To take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me.
That was just so beautiful. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Thank you, everyone, for participating. This has just been wonderful. Christy, again, thank you. We're going to take a 5-minute break, a short break. We'll come back and we'll talk a little bit for about 20 minutes or so. And if you have to leave, have a blessed day. And if you can stay, come on back. We'll see you in about 5 or 10 minutes.
Hey, I'll join back with you.
Thank you, Christy. Thank you, everyone. Hi, Catherine.
Hi, Reverend Marianne. I'm just putting my timer for 10 minutes. I'm boiling some eggs. I want to make sure.
Isn't that
I don't-
funny?
I don't forget. I don't want to. So, anyway, yes. Oh my gosh, it was wonderful. And it's so wonderful to see Christy. My goodness.
Yes, it is.
It is.
You, I don't know if you heard me say, I've said this a couple times, but I said, she's like our godmother.
Oh, that's so
You know, I
true.
think right? She's our
Oh my
guardian.
God. Yes.
Oh,
And she had.
so sweet.
She had that. We're talking about you, Chris. It's so good to see you. And
Oh, nice to
Reverend
see
Marianne
you.
just told me that she calls you the godmother, and I love that. It's not the
Oh, that's so sweet.
godfather, it's the godmother.
Oh, thank you. I love that. Thank you.
Yes,
Yeah, Christy, I really I'm glad how you did it. That's how Nancy and Dave used to give her talks all the time and show how the spirit works all the time. I forget a lot of times, so I'm grateful that you gave the talk that you did, because it took me right back to those days. Thanks.
Oh, there we go. Our roots, right?
Yep, our roots. Exactly.
Mhm. Oh, there you go.
And yeah, it was wonderful. I love the concept. It's funny because yesterday I was actually contemplating the idea of being God, and it's really always, you feel like, who am I to think that I am God, and understanding the concept. So it's funny that you put this back. And then I love the concept of, like you gave the example with the computer, I do not accept, I reject this idea. And I think it's really resonated with me, because I have tendencies to accept situations that are not acceptable, and to get really back into the little powerless little girl. And so understanding the truth and how you apply the so anyway, that was a beautiful talk, so thank you.
Thank you, Catherine. That's true. It is true. It's okay to say no. I don't want that.
Yeah, I don't want that. It's like,
No, that's not for me. So
Mhm.
thank you again. How is that Willow and how's that Annie?
She's sleeping. This is a good thing.
Those are our two newest members, Christy, is Willow sitting
Oh,
over there with Sandy.
oh, so
cute.
And
cute.
Annie is Annie. We love
I-
Annie.
yeah.
Bonnie's the one who talked me into getting Willow.
Yay, she's
Oh.
sweet.
Oh, look at her. Look at her.
What a beautiful face.
Oh,
Girl.
She has
yeah.
sweet face.
I
Oh,
like it.
she's so cute. Is she a puppy or is she?
Yeah, she's only like 4 or 5 months.
Aw,
Oh,
she's gorgeous.
And
You've
she's
bonded, obviously.
she's very clingy, very clingy.
Yeah, yeah.
I had her.
Yep.
I have to teach, like I take her to walk, I have to teach her to go instead of stay.
Oh.
oh, she has a
She's
sweet
special.
face. She's so
It's
pretty.
so good.
And she
She's
doesn't
pretty.
bark
Aw.
Aw,
unless she gets all excited, but pretty much she's
uh-huh.
such a good girl.
And Christy,
Yay.
how's your puppy? You got a puppy there, don't you?
Oh, yes.
You have
I
two.
just had them visiting here. Yes, we have, and our youngest is now 40 pounds of enthusiasm. Yes, and so we have a lot of doggy action here. And they just had yesterday at the Presbyterian Church in Sewickley, they had an animal blessing.
Oh, did
So,
they?
yeah, that's nice. And so Rick took one of our dogs over there because the other might be barking a lot, and so that was nice. reminding us again, God and all creatures, great and
Mhm.
small, right?
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And how's
That's nice.
Rosalie? How's Rosalie?
Oh, she's fine. Thank you for asking. They just had homecoming yesterday. She went to her first homecoming, so I know, for high school, and
Second, how old is
This
she?
is not possible.
I know she'll be 15 next month.
Wow.
I know, and she's practicing for the Nutcracker at her dance studio. So that's really nice. You know,
Oh, nice.
those activities
That
are.
was wonderful production last year. So and I've seen the Nutcrackers, but there, and she is, oh my God, she is so talented. I was thinking about her because, I practice yoga and we do some balancing movement, and I'm not the best at balancing. It's really, and I'm thinking, oh my gosh, I'm like on my flat feet, and here they are on point doing all this balancing and with grace, because I'm definitely not graceful in my yoga mat. And so it was really, but what a beautiful, I would really encourage everyone to go there. It is really beautiful. I've been very impressed. I went to see 2 shows, and I really was impressed with both of these shows that I saw. So I'm a big fan.
Oh,
And
thank you
Does
for
me-
sharing that.
just if you can email me some of the information about her
Yes.
show, I can put it on the announcement or in
Oh,
our.
certainly. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you for asking.
it's really beautiful.
nice
She's
job.
a beautiful, talented. She's such a natural
Mhm.
performer, and
Mhm.
very talented.
Mhm.
And the whole troupe, I was very impressed with the
Oh.
quality, the level
Mhm.
of
Oh,
even
thank
the
you.
little ones. Like, wow. So
Well, you may remember when she was little. Some of you probably remember her twirling and dancing through the through the room there, and so she continued. It's wonderful to see her and all the dancers up there. It's so wonderful to see. You think of that expression, spirit, God expressing the joy, and
Yeah.
it's just really wonderful to just see that just emanating when they're doing something that they love, and it shows. And so that it's a treat for whether you're the dancer or watching.
Mhm.
Thank you for sharing that, Catherine.
Mhm.
Yeah, I will send that information to you, Reverend Marianne.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Mm.
Anybody going to the peace concert today? I know I'm going with Linda. Do you know about, and Linda, why don't you share about it? Maybe someone wants to know about it.
Okay. Celebration of Peace, First United Methodist Church of Pittsburgh. No politics will be involved. It's just all about peace, and all the different faith groups will be there sharing their view of peace. And I personally will be there sharing a poem by Thich Nhat Hanh, and then we're singing a little song with my Laughing River Sangha group. But the ones I've been to before have been just wonderful. These interfaith groups, just so enriching to see all these different churches and synagogues and Indians and all different faiths, all being in the same room together and all sharing an experience. It's very, very lovely. So anyway, yeah, I'm going actually with Laughing River Sangha, my Buddhist group. But anyone is welcome, and Marianne's driving over with us today. So, and I just thought I'd mention it.
You have the poem handy that you could read it to us.
I do.
That'd be awesome.
I mean, if you want to, I mean, it's not real short. Practice reading for later, I guess, huh?
Yeah.
This is
Morning
your
of Peace
parcel.
by Thich Nhat Hanh. Treading the path that leads to the moon, I look back and I can't stop marveling. I see a bubble of water on the immense ocean of space. It is the Earth, our green planet. Her sumptuous beauty, sparkling and proud, yet oh so fragile. In her, I discover myself. Walking mindfully on the earth, a grassy path, my feet make the promise to embrace the early morning and touch the peace of the present moment. Autumn leaves fall and cover the path, unrolling a carpet of walking meditation. A shy squirrel, hiding behind the oak tree, looks at me, surprised, then dashes to the top of the tree and disappears behind a cluster of leaves. I see a clear stream, flowing between cracks in the rocks, its water laughing, while the trees whistle. Together, we celebrate a morning of peace. At the same time, I see places of deep suffering, where men imprison men and make each other suffer. The waves of discrimination, hatred, and greed, inevitable causes of catastrophe, crash upon the earth. Chicks of the same